If I had to describe Travis in one word, that word would be energy.
I mean, that's the main thing. He's all about positivity. He's always going to be handstanding on something.
Life is a challenge. Travis embraces challenges and will do whatever it takes to make himself better. Nearing the end of the season, and the goalie, he just took Travis out. Pretty devastating injury. Tore his ACL, LCL, MCL.
My dad said I started climbing on the roof around 2 or 3 years old. I love climbing. I love exploring, and luckily my parents saw this as a possible outlet as opposed to a bad thing, and they put me in gymnastics. And found success competing in gymnastics, but at the same time I didn't fall in love with the actual just all-in aspect of this is your life. I did football, soccer, lacrosse, and track in high school. Found success in soccer, ended up being on a state champion soccer team, and was going to go play soccer at the University of Arizona, and I ended up blowing out my knee. The doctor was like, look, we got to fix you to be able to walk again. I really don't think you'll be able to play sports again. I was completely devastated, thinking that my life was over. Couldn't wiggle my toes, and this was right before graduating high school, and had immediate surgery, and that was devastating / also motivating because I wanted to prove him wrong. And it forced me to go to college, not as an athlete, but just as myself. And that was something that I always kind of identified myself as. I went into corporate America. I worked in commercial real estate and found what we call financial success and stability, but it didn't fulfill the happiness that was in me. I just remember being on this cruise and with my mentor and all of his buddies, and realizing that this is, quote unquote, the American dream. This is where my path would lead, but this is not the success that I was looking for. This was not the joy that I think that I would find. I noticed, that these people maybe were overworked and had a lot of material success, but I didn't see maybe a lot of internal happiness. And it really sparked a question by my mom, which was like, well, who are you trying to make happy? And at the time, it was really just, society, her friends, my parents. I really wanted to be able to do something that really fed my soul, and as well as be able to reach more people than be able to just reach a larger bank account. I really missed competing, I really missed moving, I really missed team sports. I really had reached a tipping point of really a fork in the road of what I wanted to do. Physically, I didn't know if I could be an athlete ever again. Internally, I didn't know if I had what it takes. I had a lot of mentors who told me about connecting with the mind, body, and spirit, that if you are able to align those things, that things will align in your life. I didn't know if that was going to take place, but what I did know is that I had to go all in on what I love to do, and if I did that would bring some level of joy. Around that time, I really just started spending time more at the beach. That was being at Muscle Beach, and that was also surfing. Getting in the waves, being able to be one with nature, being able to move my body not only in the ocean but also on the sand with the pull-up bars and the dip bars, I was able to regain control of my life, and that started with my body. So how I got the walk-on spot for Ninja Warrior was I was just training at a gym, and there's a parkour gym in LA, and I usually just kind of find the best guy there and go trick for trick, kind of monkey see, monkey do. And one of the guys there at the time was the second farthest Ninja Warrior, and his brother was like, hey, you'd be great for this show. And I didn't know what the show was. And he's like, you should try it out. It's in Venice. And I said, okay. So I came out, and there's this huge line. People were camping out for like, days. That year, there was an obstacle that broke, and so they needed to rerun the next day. And they had they needed some contestants some walk-ons to basically test to see if this obstacle was functioning again. And they put me on at the end, and I made it all the way to the end. And they're like, whoa, who is this guy, And so I just fell in love with just the opportunity to perform and overcome obstacles, and eventually went on to help start a Wolfpack Ninja Tour, inspiring lots of kids, and working with the youth of the next generation of ninjas. What inspires me now is to continue to collaborate with others to make something bigger than myself or ourselves, and also to inspire others to be the best version of themselves. It's led to opportunities to teach the young generation of ninjas. I've had the opportunity to work with Caden, who is a Ninja Warrior last man standing, and a teenage phenom. I've been able to work with younger generations within calisthenics and just movement in general, and it's really cool to continue to just share my joy and things that I've learned along the way, and been able to help create the group Positive Impact Movement and bring together some of my group of friends from the beach and create something bigger than ourselves. And I'm super excited to partner with Van Do It, because I mean, an opportunity to literally be as mobile as possible, to bring my home where I want to go, to be able to bring the Temple of Movement, a movement playground that I've designed that is combining not only the movement equipment that's at Muscle Beach in Santa Monica, but also in the shape of pyramids, so that hopefully it brings a level of mindfulness with your workout. I'm excited to actually create more workout programs that can reach all levels of fitness, be able to create community through that. And I'm also super excited to continue to inspire the youth. I really enjoy coaching. I've worked with some Ninja Warrior younger generation, teenagers. I've also had a really enjoyable experience getting to perform for schools, going to speak and let kids know that you can be anything that you want to be in life, including a ninja. But it's going to be many obstacles in life. There's going to be many setbacks to overcome. I'm excited to continue with speaking tour and continue to reach corporations and kids. But yeah, it's continue to work with brands and people that I love, and I'm really excited for this next evolution. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. I think that's a pretty relevant quote. I think you really are your mindset and what you believe, and at any age, you should never stop playing. And I'm a big believer of that, and it's a big message that I want to continue to share. The goal is to grow, is to move, and movement is medicine. So I just want to leave you with this, that like, there are always going to be setbacks, there's always going to be obstacles in life, and you don't have to be a ninja to learn how to overcome obstacles in life, and a lot of that is your mindset. And I think one of the greatest takeaways that I could leave with you is that often we get in our heads, and the greatest way to get out of our minds is in our body. So start moving and really connect with yourself. Start with why and why you're doing what you do, and it starts with movement.